All right, here we go. Sunday night. It is September 28th. Let's check out some more moves here. ALK, Alaska Air Group. This puts in very big moves as we see in the chart here. Yeah, this go back to August 2024. This was at 32. It moves all the way to 78. That was months. This was like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 months. Then the big drop, February, March, a lot of stocks dropped. Trump with tariffs. This goes down. You're talking, 78 down to 40. Big short. You could have played these two moves and probably, within a year, just them two moves, you made like someone's salary. Like, not saying a lot of money, but yeah, you could have made probably 40, 60,000 with a big account and on two trades. That's it, two trades. Even if it was part-time and you're doing this part-time, that's what it's all about. Making money, building your account. Then you have more moves to trade. Your account grows. You can put all kinds of trades. So go back and then look at here, April, 40 to 55. That's a great little run, very fast in May, actually April into May. Come back in a few months, we went sideways. Yeah, this was a little $10 move, 55. They're really the break at 55 eventually. See this low come up, and then you go all the way to 65. That was a nice move here. And then the algo picks up this short here, 99 up September 25th, and then it actually went up further. Now, you probably, if you're looking at the algo, you want to get stopped out here, but then you're right back in at 64. And then look what happened, 64 to 51. This is another classic falling wedge, where the wedge is wider up top, getting smaller at the bottom. 167 stochastics. Looks like it wants to cross over. So we'll see what happens with this week. Now, the weekly, you can see August straight up, back down, back up. Look at this back and forth move. Trend line, you break. And look right here in April, the low, stochastics 437. Look how you climb, get close to, going down again, but it's steady up. You have a crossover, you go up again, and this goes to a high of 96.89. And look, we're at now, 57. You have a crossover, right in between here and 9.5 and 9.12. It doesn't match, and I can't put my cursor on it. So you're crossing down. How far would this go? That is the question now. You have a trend line, August, May. I would say it's about 45-ish. You have one really low, 35. Now, how low will this go? That is the question. Monthly chart. You'd see the big run up, 2024, big run right down. Look at that candle. You would, upward movement on stochastics. You have a crossover now, white over red, which is good. But this big candle coming in, this could start to change and go down. It's not confirmed yet on the monthly. Quarterly, this has been going down since 2017. Down, bounce, came up to the 70. Seems like problems with the 70 area, and now we have a shooting star crossing down. Yearly, you're coming straight down from really 2015. Look at this red over white. It's been bearish for 9 years, really. You've been going down since 100 on stochastics. Now, in between is yearly, you have big moves inside these moves. But you crossed over here. It was the first sign, white over red, which was bullish. So you're out of this sort of, but yeah, this is a long way to see what's going to happen next on the yearly. So I really like, this come to 45 and then we bounce. That's a great move. You get anywhere 45 to 55, you have a $10 move just like that. And then if it goes even lower, that'll be, the market would have to be going bad, I would assume, too. See the 4-hour? You can see it flattening out. 2 hours, see the high, we low. We reached the bottom here of 031 stochastics, 031. The 1 hour, you can see it rippling down back and forth, trying to come up here each time. And there's no crossover on the weekly yet. Need to be careful. We could get a small bounce to go down further. I've seen that where you have, candles come up here and then it goes right back down. Let's take a look at FinViz. So it's 5.8 billion market cap. Enterprise value is 10 billion. Enterprise value is always the good look at. See if it's below or above. This is, way below, so it's worth more. Income 313 million, sales 13 billion and change. Insiders don't own anything. Institutions do 89%. Now, never own the airlines. You could say 5 years has them 35%, but compared to the market and everything else, airlines are for trading, so are cruise liners, basically. So it engages in following segments: Alaska, Hawaiian, regional. Yeah, it's Boeing, Airbus. Consists of Horizon and regional. Company was founded in 1985, so it's been around a long time. It's not going anywhere. It's just part of the cycle of air travel. Announces leadership transition at Alaska Airlines. Lounge service San Diego. I'm just looking at recent news. Blah blah blah. Upgrade. Alaska Airlines unveils bold lounge expansion. Where was that move down? September, early September. What was the news on that? Didn't they give guidance or it was bad? Flies high. Low cost struggle with legacy. Blah blah blah. I think it was the earnings right here back on after September. Can't even see here. It's so small. Airlines transition. Yeah, it was the what they're reporting here, that slow growth in the third quarter. Let me see if I can see this closer. All right, that was on September the short 9/9. SK Airlines good flies higher, an upgrade, take off, EBS, blah blah blah. Third quarter, there it is. JetBlue's JetBlue. I just saw it a minute. I can't find it now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They said that it wasn't as good the third quarter and it'll be slower growth. The whole rigmarole. Once you're in the stock market, it's the same thing. The funny thing, too, is when they have guidance or they say, oh, next quarter's bad, it's funny. Like, it'll come down and then just say the market would go up. It's, oh, we went back up. Like, so what happened to the third quarter? It was bad. It just like disappears. I've seen it so many times. Stocks even make a little move down. Oh, and then just go right back up or vice versa. Then it goes down. It's all nonsense and it changes rapidly. I don't look into any of that stuff. So here was the short and then a short again if you missed it. And now it's just a matter of, is 50 going to hold or are we going to, I would say 45, right around there. That would be a great buy. Short-term swing would be, around the month, I would say. That was a month. These moves are about 3 weeks to a month. This move, August, September, a month. You're talking 50 to 65, the low to high. So that's what I'm looking for. You're able to see this week, how far we go. Maybe even Monday we start to go up and get to see if that's a true breakout on ALK. So it's crashing now. You always buy low, sell high. Same thing up here. You short high, cover low, and you made all this cash. So that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Kim and Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. Any of your thoughts on any of these stocks, ALK, anything else? Peace.